Seen a dwarf rowing in one of these boats.
Son of a rock.
I must find a way to ease Broker's sorrow and make him amenable to my wishes.
You lied to me. You said you would save him.
I said I would find him.
That ain't my brother. Not anymore. What happened? Tell me. Everything.
As I neared the village, I heard a great roar, like that of a wounded bear. Soon after, I witnessed the final act of a mighty battle. Sindri beset by giants on all sides. It was he who made the godlike roars.
He always did have a deep voice.
He wielded his hammer and chisel with uncommon skill.
Yes! Yes! I've seen him do it many times in the workshop!
Giants lay strewn about, slain by Sindri's hand. But then, one of cowardly aspect struck your brother treacherously in the back. Yet even as Sindri succumbed to the blow, he lopped his chisel and struck the coward dead, right between the eyes.
Sindri did all that?
So it will be written.
How can I tell Brocker we're missing the tools?
How can I talk with you when my heart is torn asunder?
I'll cut down that oak tree now Sindri's gone. Can't stand the sight of it without him here.
Where could they be?
There's something wrong, Basil.
Everything is wrong. We're burying the greatest smith who ever lived, and we don't have his tools to put with him.
I came across some at Aylthorpe. If you want, I can fetch...
Those are just the spares. He never took his best ones from the shelter.
I see. How is it that such valuable instruments have been misplaced?
Misplaced? Don't be daft. Hidden, more like.
By Sindri?
To make sure no one else ever touched them. Particularly Brocker. Except now we can't find them.
You have no idea where they might be.
Well, they're inside the shelter, I can tell you that. Well, they can't be too far. I'd be surprised if they're somewhere up high.
I thought dwarves were afraid of heights.
Not our Sindri. He was quite the climber. Now me, well, I prefer to keep my feet on the ground, right where they should be.
I'm very fond of the dwarves, yet their constant needs is exhausting. Oh, Loki, friend, betrayer. What I'd give for a moment of your gilded conversation, even the lies. If I were Sindri, where would I hide my beloved tools? Somewhere high up, perhaps. Show me. Majestic oak. Surely this is Sindri's beloved acorn tree. That nest looks like a promising hidey hole. If I had wings, I could reach it easily enough. The tools of Sindri's trade. I must reunite these tools with Sindri's remains before the ceremony begins. The disaster has been averted.
Oh, now I see why some call you God!
You're making me blush. Still, I have my moments. Heroes die, but not their legacy. Such was Sindri's courage, that tonight he feasts in Valhalla, the first of his kind to ever do so. Evil days come. Perhaps he can be of use.
I'm here for the mead, not the company.
You dwarves and your love of mead. It's caused me enough trouble already.
It wasn't a dwarf who ransacked half of Jotunheim in search of some mysterious mead.
I wouldn't know anything about that. You know, old friend, now would be a good time for some grand gesture.
Like what?
A respectful speech from you, Sindri's greatest rival, would surely...
Ah, fuck off.
You must all make compromises. I can even give you the honeyed words. Time soothes the well of suffering, brings hope that sees beyond chill death, recasts the whirlpool of sorrow into the placid waters of the philosophic mind.
Are those words for Sindri or Baldur?
Baldur lives. Why would he need such words?
Of course, of course. I didn't mean to... Well, you know. Fine, I'll do the speech. But it will be one of my making, not yours. We dwarves don't care much for poetry. Still, we can't set about making speeches until the torches are all lit up.
Who knows how long it will take before the dwarves get around to lighting the torches. It will be faster if I do it. The dwarves have saved the place for me. This is a great honor that they bestow.
My brother. A true master. He was,
I did not like Sindri, and he did not like me. Still, he was good with the hammer, and the chisel, and the saw. And he knew how to work the bellows. Some said better than anyone. Even me. Brocker, your brother was a very fine smithy. I admired him greatly.
Master Broker, you've given Sindri an excellent send-off.
it's the least he deserves. But is it really true he feasts in Valhalla?
It is. I saw it in a vision. Come, let's take a stroll. Now, tell me, are you prepared to continue Sindri's good work?
Helping Ivaldi was not my brother's work.
What defined Sutter was. It's what got him killed.
Greed for mead is what got him killed.
It took courage to go after that mead. A direct challenge to Sutter's authority.
This is crooked thinking.
Seems straight enough to me.
You know, I don't reckon I owe you a bloody thing.
I risked my life to retrieve your brother's body. Now I'm prepared to risk it again. For you and all of Svartalfheim.
Bollocks! You ain't doing anything out of the goodness of your heart. I know what you're after. I know all about your lad Baldur. I have ears, you know, even in my grief. So, don't pretend you're here for us, because I know—
Would you have me abandon my own son? and strive only for your salvation.
Okay, when you say it like that. I need time. I'm still grieving, you know? Let me think on it, all right? A little old think.
Senses. If he hasn't, I must encourage him further.
These are the finest tools you'll ever lay eyes on!
The finest? I forged better in my sleep.
Yeah? Is that why you were snooping about in the ruins of the old workshop?
Only because the Muspel stole everything I had, dimwit.
Good to see you're getting along. So, Broker, do you accept your duty?
Don't have much choice, do I? Last thing I need is a godly smiting up me arse.
Let this be the start of a beautiful new friendship.
To study the Salakar, I'll need the very best of tools. Too bad this workshop is lacking.
Bugger off! I got more stuff here than you can wag a finger at.
Doubt it.
If you find something you don't know how to use, just ask.
I'll be giving you lessons on how to use your own...
Bickering dwarves. How unusual.
Asa, you returned.
What? You deal with a fire nymph?
Not this again.
What news do you bring?
My stepmother is stubborn. I cannot push too hard or she will grow suspicious.
She has no interest in a trade.
Interest, yes. But not yet the will.
I don't understand.
The Salakar is all but indestructible. You, on the other hand, are not.
She assumes she'll catch me, kill me, and retrieve the Salakar.
Time is on her side.
Then I must strip her of this illusion. If I were to make a nuisance of myself, one that cannot be ignored.
Sinmara prepares to lead my father's next major invasion.
But if I were to disrupt her plans, it may force her to the bargaining table.
Sounds risky to me.
I once plotted and carried out the murder of Emir himself. What do I care of risk?
Well, since you put it like that...
Where must I strike?
At Af Alvat Milna, my stepmother develops a strange army. At Jofursmida, she breeds beasts of war. And finally, there's Drekathorp, her supplies hub.
I'll deal with all three.
In the meantime, I shall return to Aetri. I will send word once my stepmother has become more... amenable.
I'll return when I'm done. And I will expect answers regarding the Salakar.
told this task we must put our minds together. Well, my mind, and whatever you call that thing between your ears.
Ah, piss off. In all our time together, I never had no complaints from my brother.
Mjolnir?
It wasn't my fault! Everyone knows that. Everyone!
Of course it wasn't.
Reidmar's armor. He wore it when his sons turned against him. Dwarves believe it to be cursed. I don't think they'll mind if I relieve them of this malediction. Greetings, dwarf. I am Harvey of Diasia. You're not one to waste words, friend. I wish there were more like you. Let's talk again soon.
Oh, my back is killing me.
Haven't you left yet?
Keep well. So bad I wouldn't feed it to my swine. What did they brew it with? Troll turds? I have work to do.
A hero of great magnitude would heed my call and claim my weapon as their own.
What ails you, little one?
By the might of Ymir, you are Havi of Asgard, yes? I had heard you were afoot, but never expected to lay eyes upon you. It's my hammer. A mighty hammer, strong enough to tear a mountain in two. And by sheer accident, I tripped and threw it out there. If you can retrieve it, then you may keep it, Havi.
A weapon of such strength cannot be ignored. Very well. I shall get it. It is done. A trivial matter for the High One.
Yes, I can see the lava was no problem for you. But... oh, no. Oh, the hammer, it is damaged.
Damaged?
Yes, look closely. This crack in the shaft.
You have passed the trial, High One.
Trial? What trial? I should not be seen in this area. My head. What the hell?
Hey, you! Come here, quick! Right, we've only got one shot at this, so listen, and listen good.
What are you jabbering about? Who are you? What's happening?
Unless you want me to tell this Moosepel who you really are, and while you're still helpless, I suggest you do as I tell you, and quickly.
Helpless? You dare threaten me? I'll throttle you through these bars!
Shut up, or I'll shut you up!
There's no time to explain. I'll lure the guard, you grab his key. Get us out of here, and I'll explain everything. Ready?
What?
Hey, you! Yeah, you! Come here! I got some information your chief is gonna want.
Go on then, enlighten me. What drivel will you spout this time?
Your mother stopped by last night. Paid me a visit.
She died years ago, fool!
Yeah, well,
You idiot.
idiot, am I? Surtur's your overlord, yeah? Reckon he might want to find the High One of Asgard?
Ha! The shit that comes out of your mouth!
What if I told you that Harvey is a lot closer than you think?
I tell you, your execution is a lot closer than you!
Finally! Get me out, then! Now then, get your things so we can leave. We haven't got time for funny business. Grab your things.
Get up. We're leaving.
Only if you promise to get me out, no matter what. I stay here, I'm dead.
Tell me what's going on or I'll kill you myself.
The Moosepels took me prisoner, threw me in here. Now, on the other side of that opening is a hole full of lava. I can't get out. Not on my own. But if you're in here with me, lava's not a problem for you. Not according to our mutual acquaintance.
The Jotun shapeshifter. The one who tricked me and told me of a hammer that could split mountains.
Ah, that old chestnut. Look, you want the real hammer? Pick me up, get me through that tunnel.
Fine.
Hot!
Shut up, or I'll drop you into it.
Just hurry up! Come, High One, time to go! Come, High One, time to go! Smell that, High One? The sweet aroma of freedom. And we have you to thank for it.
What was your crime?
Other than being a dwarf and fighting invaders?
Fighting invaders?
I'm a blacksmith by trade. Just before the invasion of our lands began, I single-handedly armed an army. Bravest dwarves you ever saw. Clans dropping long-held grudges, joining to fight the Moosepels and the Jotun. Anyway, all came to nothing. I was locked up, Told they'd let me out if I made weapons for the moose pals. Told them I'd sooner die. Now, about that hammer.
I know. Nothing more than a tall tale. And not a bad one.
You did all this knowing there was no mighty weapon. I see now why they call you the Highwayman.
Ha! There he is. Safe at last, brother. I told you I would find someone who could help.
Never thought I'd be so happy to lay eyes on that big ugly face of yours. You did well, brother.
Ugly? Ha! Have you looked in the mirror lately? Father should have dropped you from the cliffs the moment your tiny, screwed-up face drew breath. It's good to see you.
Well, well, the Jotun who managed to fool me. And your brothers.
Aye, brothers from another mother. Our father was Travi, the famed dwarven explorer who traveled the 9 realms.
Travi and my mother are dwarves. My half-brother here is half-dwarf, half-Jotun. We have a sister who is half-dwarf, half-muspel.
And another brother that is, well, half-bear. But that's another story.
I see. Your father Travi was very well traveled.
He kept himself busy, that's for sure.
You have our gratitude, High One. We shall drink to your honor for all time.
Enjoy your freedom. And stay out of trouble, lads.